Now we have the absolute pleasure of speaking with one of the chefs of these ranked restaurants. I'd like to welcome to the show Chef Ran Shmueli, who runs Claro in the Sarona complex. Claro follows a farm-to-table approach with a menu that's based on local seasonal produce. Ran, thanks so much for speaking with us.
Thank you for having me.
So,
Thank
first
you.
of all, congratulations on this achievement, on this ranking. That's 77 points in the La Liste ranking. Could you share, what this ranking means for you today and maybe also discuss some of the challenges that Claro has had to face over the past 2 years of war?
Um, First of all, we're really, really flattered and it's a bit surreal to talk about restaurants after all these breaking news. Um, it's a hard work without wars, and wars makes it really, really harder. And Claro in Tel Aviv is really it's a big business. We have feeding about 2 million people since we've been open 13 years ago, and we have 150 employees. And it's quite a project. We are connected with more than 10 farmers, and we have a guy, Shlomo, who is driving all over with our car in Israel, collecting all the good stuff. And we're trying to keep on the good job, I feel it's a mission to all over the world that Israel is not only about war and terrorism, and it's also about good food and culture. And I believe, we don't need to have wars, but we need to eat. We can't live without eating. So so this is I feel really, I feel lucky, and I feel that we are recognized in the world, and it doesn't go without saying.
Right. So, can you share a little bit about this process of the ranking? I mean, was there a critic who came into the restaurant? Did you know that this was happening? Did you expect it at all? Walk us through that.
No, actually, 1.5 year ago, I met La Liste vice president. She's a woman, and we were talking about it, and she said they're trying to give it from another perspective, to choose the restaurants, not like the Michelin guide or the other guides. Uh, and actually, I didn't understand exactly what they're doing. Of course, we don't know when or who came to the restaurant. I don't think somebody particularly came for the restaurant. They are collecting all the reports, all the rates from people, from regular people, all the
Mhm.
everything that was advertising, pictures, and so on, all over the media. And since Claro is feeding a lot of people, I think that's, and if I may say, we are serving good food, and the atmosphere is amazing, and the restaurant is really beautiful, as you can see in the pictures. So here we are in the list. By the way, the second year already.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible. And the list that at least that came out this year, it's very interesting to me that 8 Israeli restaurants have made the list despite the wartime challenges. You say it's nice to know Israel not just for wars, but I think that that's incredibly impressive. And to me, that's a reflection of just sheer resilience. But perhaps there's just something great about Israeli cuisine, which is often seen as this meticulous blend of cultures and therefore flavors. Can you talk to us a little bit about what the inspiration behind Claro is and what type of cuisine you specialize in?
Yes. You know, uh, at my beginning of my career, I wanted to bring Europe and international food into Israel. And then one day I started to walk on in the market. I started in Carmel Market, and then I went to all over the Israel. I'm talking about 25 years ago, when I was 2 years old. And and I realized that there's so much in Israel that we can work with, and that's where it's all started. And I'm not sure it's Claro is not an Israeli restaurant. Claro is a Mediterranean restaurant, collecting all the goods from all the Mediterranean shore, at least one part of it, and one side of it, and and I don't know, as a chef, already I'm 41 years in the business, to see things are growing and then being served on the plates, that's the whole story. And I believe today a lot of people are doing good food, but you need to have a story. A story, by the way, is not only the food, is the plates you're serving in. We're trying to use as much as local artists to do our plates to and the atmosphere and the vibe, and of course the service, which is really homey. I think that's what helped us in the war, during the war, which unfortunately it's not over yet. By the way, we are kind of soldiers. We are here and we are always going to be here, and we're serving our customers. We opened in London 1 year ago. Uh, I'm not sure it's the best time in the year or in the world to open Israeli restaurants or Israeli connected restaurants in the world, but I think it's part of our missions as chefs, and if I may say, mature chefs, old chefs, uh, to spread all over our kitchen, our Mediterranean kitchen, which is a melting pot, of course, because people in Israel came from all over the world, and that's what makes the Israeli food or our part of the Mediterranean really, really interesting.
Absolutely. And like you say, the whole ranking system in and of itself is supposedly user-based. So that means that it was satisfied customers that put in the good word and ended up revealing this ranking.
I need to say thank you. I need to say thank you for those people who came to Claro during the last few years, which wasn't, let's not forget the coronavirus.
Mm,
And we went through a lot of problematic times, and the customer were there, we were there, and they really appreciate it. I was planting flowers when things were really
mm,
sad, but I believe we I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. And that's my part. I can't,
yeah.
I'm not in the army anyway, although I was in the
Mm.
army. And that's
But
that's part of
everybody
my
has their own role in the war, and
exactly,
everybody contributes in a
exactly,
certain way. And you're
exactly.
filling bellies and putting smiles on faces, so we absolutely love to see it. But we are out of time, so we do have to cut the interview short. Ran Shmueli, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.